What's going on, everybody? It's our Mike, and as you can see, I have some new lighting, which is awesome. Works good for this, especially when showing off these devices. Tonight, I want to talk to you about bumpers, and not just like a full bumper that has a backing with it, but just actual bumpers for the LG V30. So, obviously, I have all three V series phones here. Here is the V10, and when the V10 launched, the nice rubberized backing on this helped endure a lot of impact. The nice stainless steel rails, you didn't want to scratch it up. LG actually came out with their own bumper, and people had a lot of mixed feelings about this case, and you'll see why here in a second. Let me pull this one out. And I was hoping that we'd see other bumpers as time went on, but yeah, you can see already reason why people had mixed feelings. The TPU material itself was good, but this outer plastic that they used to kind of look like the original rail frame, obviously you can see how mine broke. But there were not many other companies that came out with bumpers for the V10. So put that aside, move forward here to the V20. This is last year's LG high-end spec phone, and as you can see, I started going with D-brand skins, and I did the dragon skin on this, and I like it. I honestly never dropped this phone without a bumper on it. I had always been pretty careful with it, and it's still holding up to be a good phone. No cracks in my camera lenses, no issues with it. But luckily enough, the V20 got popular, so there were other companies starting to make bumpers for it, and actual bumpers. This one, as you can see, is a metal frame bumper. This one actually has a back plate that you'd slide in, but I didn't want to use that. I just wanted to use the V20 just with this, and you can see where this took impact and took some hits, and it saved the front of the phone. It saved the screen protector on this that I have on here. And yeah, the Rinky makes a bumper that had a clear plastic piece in the back. I ripped that out and used it just as a bumper, and the problem with that is this becomes a little loose and you can play with it a little. You have a little give, but it did save this from impact as well. I had dropped this on my steps one time out front, and there's cement stairs on my stoop, and it actually saved this from getting cracked screen. And then I had another bumper I had tested momentarily. This is one that you guys have probably seen on eBay. Has some screws you screw in, and this killed the signal coming out of the V20. So yeah, that's why I never did a video about this. But here we are now on the LG V30, and I have seen no bumpers still. I know we're like a month in, and normally it takes up to like 6 months before these companies really start ramping up production on making cases for phones. But when you look at like the V20, it did good. When you look at say phones like the Pixels or the iPhones or other phones out there that are more popular, they get more cases and more bumpers and more selection right away. I understand why, because when it comes to these companies manufacturing these phones, they only want to make a certain number of cases from each company just in case the phone doesn't sell. Sadly enough to say, the LG V series has not sold a ton. And I even wrote LG themselves and said, hey, where's a bumper case for the V30? And I have not heard from them at all. And when the V20 got big and started getting big and people actually liked it, I got a hold of Rhino Shield and I said, hey, will you guys think about making a bumper for that? And they're like, oh, well, for that to happen, LG themselves needs to sell, not just sell to a carrier, but actually sell and have it in customer hands at least like 50,000 units, I believe was the number. If any of you guys out there know more about that side of the sales when it comes to selling devices and what gets the interest of case manufacturers, leave your comment in the comment section down below. Give me some more insight on that. But yeah, the Rhino Shield was like, yeah, we're not going to make a bumper for it. And they're like, hopefully next year. And sure enough, here we are with the V30, and nothing is available bumper-wise. I am holding out for Rhino Shield. Not D-brands, my bad. I am holding out for D-brands, not Rhino Shield, because like I said, Rhino Shield won't do anything for the V30. But D-brands does have that new grip case coming out. I'm sure you guys have probably seen a couple videos on it. Lou from Unbox Therapy, I enjoy watching his channel. Nothing against Lou. He is luckily enough, he gets to get his hands on some of that stuff because he's got good relations with the companies. And they had sent him for the iPhone 10 that came out. They sent him the grip case and custom backing and all that you can put onto your iPhone 10, keep it from getting jacked up. But I don't know if any of you guys have really looked into that grip case that's by D Brands. That case actually is just a bumper. It's just like this. It has a rubber insert and then a framing that goes around it, and they are planning to make a ton of those grip cases for all different phones. And I have wrote D Brands about it, and I said, hey, you guys really need to make something for the V30 because this poor phone, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that love it just as much as I do. This phone could really use a bumper. I mean, you want to keep your aluminum siding here nice and shiny and looking good. Best thing to do is put some type of bumper on it that raises it off the ground a little bit for when you put it screen down, and keeps the back plate off the ground as well, and lifts it a little bit so it's not your screen and your camera lenses aren't touching anything. And like, I've gotten used to going with this phone with no case, knock on wood, I haven't dropped it, and I have enjoyed the in-hand feel of this. I love the cold feeling in the morning, and I've enjoyed that with both the V10 and the V20 as well. But it would be nice to have a bumper. So yeah, this video is kind of a rant. I want case manufacturers to make a bumper for this. Any of you guys that have connections with case manufacturers, or even case manufacturers, if you guys come across this video, please hit me up. You guys know how to get a hold of me. You know what emails to use. Hit me up. Let me know if you're making something for the V30 and you guys want to show it off. I definitely want to find a bumper. I have had a lot of you guys that have watched my YouTube videos, whether you're subscribed or not, you have asked, hey, when are you going to do a case video for the V30? I don't want to go with like a full case. I want to be able to have the feeling of the back plate, even though mine's covered, just because it's the basic silver underneath. If I had maybe the blue or something else, I probably wouldn't have done a skin on it. But having a nice matte black, you don't see the fingerprints anymore. D Brands does make good skins for this stuff. And yeah, check out that video as well on my channel. But yeah, that'll be it for this. I don't want this to go on forever and ever. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with any case manufacturers you may know. Anybody that feels the same way, have them watch this. Help me get a hold of D Brands and other companies, and let's get something made for this. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you all in the next video.